Hey guys, welcome back to episode 12 in my series for Gelled Gun Gaming on surviving Minecraft survival mode. In this episode, we're going to make ourselves a Nether portal, which I gotta say is going to be really, really exciting. I probably ought to fill this thing up with iron because there's no point in just having a furnace sitting there for no reason. And also I can hear a zombie out the window. Now, what I'm going to need is a bucket to bucket some water. And then I'm going to need to turn... Well, right now I'm turning these diamonds into a diamond pickaxe so I can mine the obsidian, which is the only thing that obsidian can be mined with. So I'm going to use the diamond pickaxe to mine the obsidian. I'm going to put the obsidian together in the right shape, and then we're going to light it up and go to the Nether. But to create obsidian, you have to pour water on the source of lava. And also, I'm going to go for this zombie because this guy has a helmet on. And also, I don't like him being next to my house. But if I was hoping he'd drop some gold, but he didn't. Also, I can pick up some strength from this spider, which is quite good. Spiders generally won't attack you unless provoked, but so if you don't want to pick a fight with a spider, that's okay. But right now, if you want bows, if you want fishing rods, you're going to need string, and if you don't have access to a mine shaft, like the generated mine shafts, which you don't get access to that often because they're quite rare, you're going to have to go for spiders to get the string which you need to make bows and fishing rods, which I gotta say are very helpful implements. So we're going on our mission to mine obsidian, which is going to be really fun. Because when we get to the Nether, we can look for a lot of opportunities open up. We have access to minerals from the Nether, like quartz. So we have plenty of stuff. But we have access to things like quartz and the lava's down this side. Yeah. We get access to things like quartz, which make a house look really nice, and other things like a Nether castle, which have all sorts of goodies in them. Also, be careful about your inventory getting too full in here. I was just looking at my inventory a few moments ago. Be careful about your inventory getting too full, because if it gets too full, you cannot collect the things you mine, which I gotta say is really annoying, and you have to start dumping the things that you collect. Okay, so we're just going to pour some water on here. I'm going to have to work this out carefully. Okay. How are we going to do this? I can hear a witch. We're near a cave. Very near a cave. So I think we'll pour the water in right here. Make this a little deeper. Okay, just like that. Now, be careful, don't get swept in. Okay, so I can still hear that witch. So this is creating obsidian, as can be seen right here. Let me just block that off. Okay. So you can see the obsidian right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lava in right there, and it instantly turns to obsidian because it's the source of lava. It turns into obsidian. Now I can mine it with my diamond pickaxe. It takes a long time to mine, though. I think it's the thing in Minecraft which takes probably the longest to mine. I'm not sure about that, but I think it is. And you have to mine it with a diamond pickaxe, which is proof at how hard it is to get, because you have to have diamonds to get it. However, it's useful. And you can't mine bedrock, so that's out of the picture. Bedrock can never be mined in survival. You can in creative, but not in survival. Because it's kind of pointless to fall off the world anyway. Okay. We're going to need 10 pieces of this to build my nether portal, to build a basic nether portal. It can be 10 blocks or more. So, but it doesn't need to be big, so I'm just going to make it 10. I can also hear a zombie. I didn't hear him before. You go through lava surprisingly fast. Also, the water's a little bit murky, I can tell. I wonder if that's because I'm under the swamp here. It's surprising how far away from your house you actually get when you mine, and then you mine down underground, because you go all sorts of places underground. So I could well be underneath the swamp, which I went through. I walked around over there in episode 2 or 3, I think. Okay, I shouldn't need too much more of this. We'll check in a moment. Yep, we have 9. We just need 1 more. Okay. You have to be careful of witches, because they will throw potions and they'll make you sick, basically. Okay, there we go. We now have enough. I'm going to bucket my water so I can take it back to the surface, and we're going to head out. Okay. This tunnel's getting really long. Up we go. And as I say in pretty much every single episode, I'm going to put in some rails someday soon. You have to have a lot of iron to do that, and I don't quite feel confident enough with the iron. La 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 la. My attempt at singing, very bad. Okay. So this is going to be quite a leap forward. Now, one more thing I'm going to need before I build a nether portal is going to be flint and steel, because you build the nether portal frame, which I'm about to show you, and then you light it with flint and steel, which is used to create fire. I don't need gunpowder right now. Okay, so I'm going to build some flint and steel. I can make a lot of flint and steel, but I only need 1. Okay. Also, I'm going to dump some stuff in my chest. I'm going to actually build another chest before I go into the nether, because you never know quite where you're going to end up when you go. Let's eat. You never quite know where you're going to end up when you first go into the nether, so it's not a good idea to have your stuff on you in case you walk off some cliff. And actually, when you first get out the portal, you're quite nauseous, so you have to be really careful about how much stuff you have on you, because you could die really fast. I gotta say, I can't overestimate how dangerous the nether is. It's very dangerous. So now, before I go in there, I'm going to create a new chest to put my stuff in, which will require wood and wood. And this will require the making of more wood, which will then facilitate the making of a chest. And I'll dump some stuff into here. And if possible, I'll melt this down. If possible, condense the stuff in your chest. You can get up to 64 items in a stack, and then if you have less than that, in 2 separate blocks in a chest, or slots as they're called, then combine them and save space. Unless you want to just not conserve space. But I mean, I would recommend saving space. I quite like the sounds from the end. Not the end, sorry. The end portal is something entirely different, which I have never actually been able to make in Survival Edition, and you have to fight the Ender Dragon. But hey, maybe later in this one I'll finally be able to do it. You can see I can put those 2 pieces of coal together. Yeah, I don't want to lose my diamond shovel. Not my diamond shovel, my diamond pickaxe. And I'll take one thing in with me. Actually, I'd rather take the gravel in, because I hate gravel more. Gravel can die with me. Now, one sad thing about dying would be all this experience I'd lose, but you can't really dump experience, so. Okay, this is interesting. I am unfortunately not in a Nether castle, but that's hardly to be expected. These are ghasts. They fire these balls of fire at you, which can be destructive and annoying. Okay. So, one prominent thing you'll see, entity, he's still firing at me. This is quartz here. That white stuff. One thing you'll prominently see in the Nether will be these Pigmen. These guys with the swords who look a little bit like zombies, but they're pink. Let that go over my head. You can bat the bombs they throw at you back at them. But one prominent thing you'll see will be those Pigmen. I'm just trying to find a Nether castle right now. These Pigmen, and they will not attack you unless provoked. So, if you don't provoke them, which I'm not going to do right now, I'm not going to provoke them right now, they will not attack you. Also, you have to maintain a careful tabs on your position, because it's really easy to get lost, because it has kind of low lighting, and it all looks the same until you start to really get to know it. Now, one thing I'd like to point out is I'm playing this just before the new Minecraft Nether update, so it's highly likely that when you're playing this in the future, that it will look different to what it looks like right now. And that's okay. It's just that I'm not playing that right now, and I can't, because it's not out in publicly yet. I can knock those things back, and if it hits them, then it would actually kill the ghast, which is nice. Those are magma cubes. That thing over there, the bouncing thing, I believe those do attack you unprovoked. So I'm just going to move in the opposite direction. I'm just trying to explore the immediate perimeter around my Nether portal right now to see if they have any. If there's a Nether castle, because those have all sorts of great stuff, things in them. They have chests. That's what they have. They have chests. Ow. They have chests which have a lot of good things in them. I mean, I've benefited from Nether castles a lot in the past, and also they're kind of sheltered and protected, but they aren't all that common, so you can't always count on finding one. Okay, now I'm going to have to be careful not to lose my bearing. No Nether castle. Annoying. Okay, he doesn't like me. Okay, so right now I think I'm going to head on back. This has been a little disappointing. I have not found anything which I would really like. Ow! That was a hole. Not a cave, just a hole. It's kind of annoying. I think that's soul sand. I'm collecting soul sand right now, which it slows down an entity which walks on it, which could be helpful if you wanted to put it around your house, and therefore people couldn't attack you really easily. Now, one thing I'd like to point out is if you get far enough away and build another Nether portal in the Nether, then it would actually turn you out somewhere else. Ow! That hurt. I think I'm heading back. You'd actually turn out somewhere else. So that would be really helpful in like a multiplayer world where you wanted to get to go somewhere else and develop a house somewhere else. Because the Nether is technically, for every block you walk in the Nether, you walk several blocks in the overworld. So you can travel a long distance in the Nether. But it's also very dangerous to travel in the Nether, so that's also to be kept in mind. But especially if you end up in like a Nether castle and you develop it a bit, and you can walk down the passages and to different areas, and you can map it out a bit better, that would definitely be a situation in which it would be very helpful, because you could move around a lot Oh, okay, so now I have a big chest. I just made myself a second chest. I placed it next to my first chest, and now I have a big chest with a lot more space in it. And I'm going to collect my stuff out of here. I'm just going to break it. So if I was to walk around in the Nether, I could travel a long distance in the overworld. Okay, let's actually get up the staircase. Right now, what I really need is going to be some food, because I need to replenish my health. That can go right there. Best just to condense. I can actually hear a skeleton. Fortunately, we built this nice house, which is fairly impenetrable, so they cannot get me. I don't think I'm gonna dig into, no pun intended, pun intended, into that diamond pickaxe until my current iron pickaxe is done. Now you could see I just condensed that gold, because it's best to condense your. See, right now I can't actually condense this redstone because I have two 64s and a 44, which means that condensing wouldn't be possible, considering the 64 items in a stack is already taken up in a slot. But if I had like say 32 and 32 in separate slots, I could combine those into 64, and then I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. So it's a little too late in the episode. That was kind of strange. It started like letting me eat the second one, even though I was full. So it's still quite late. It's a little too late to. It's at night, so I can't really do any building. It's a little too late, so I can't do any mining. So I'm actually a little bit of a loss on what to do right now. One nice thing is that this area is well lit, so I don't think I'm going to be seeing any mobs spawning in this area anytime soon. So that's one thing to be happy about. That torch in the center really makes it. So I guess I could maybe I could go to bed. That might be something I could do. Just kind of looking out for mobs right now. I kind of need to also keep a lookout for phantoms. But what I think I'm gonna do for right now is I'm gonna head to bed, because I have nothing else really to do. So I can cut this episode a little short and go to bed, which would allow me to. It passes the night, and since I don't really have anything else to do right now, it's a logical thing to do. And also, I'm assuming that you probably have a bed at this point already. Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching this. Please make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share this with your friends. And comment below on what you think we could do better, and how you think the series is going. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and please have a great day. Thank you for watching.